Hey everyone, I'm Rafi Salem back with MX Data, and today I get to speak with Megan Grove and Nick Miniello. So Megan, please introduce yourself and MX Data, and then you'll introduce Nick.
Yes, thank you, Rafi. Thanks for hosting this for us. Hi, everybody. I'm the customer engineer at MX Data, and we are super excited to announce a new partnership with Textmunication. Textmunication is a text message marketing solution for retailers that we will be offering, which will help drive their consumer engagement as well as sales. And Nick Miniello, who is from Textmunication, our new business partner, is going to explain to us, give us a little background on the company, and then talk about some of the advantages of text marketing. So Nick, do you want to give us a little background?
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. I'm Nick Miniello with Textmunication, and we are a technology communication company located in the San Francisco Bay Area. We have been in business for 13 years, and we've become quite the textperts in the industry over our course of time. Our vehicle of success is SAM. SAM stands for Smart Automated Messaging, and he leverages SMS communication and MMS messaging to support our customers collectively with customer engagement, retention, and sales.
Awesome. Thank you for the introduction.
Right.
I happen to think that SMS marketing is extremely effective. I'm super excited for all of our customers to learn about it. Can you just tell us, Nick, like what are the biggest advantages to text marketing, and what have you seen out in the market to look at this as a new revenue driver for retailers?
Yeah, I think the ones that stand out to me, number one, is building an opt-in list, right? That's first and foremost when it comes to a text messaging solution. We pride ourselves in being TCPA compliant, so we provide our customers with automated opt-in tools so that they can establish a quality opt-in list that enhances their messaging experience. The other would be efficiency. We don't have a higher read rate out there on the planet. Texting offers a 98% read rate, and it's also the fastest communication channel. So I think speed is still that number one ingredient out there that just pleases marketers and our teams that are engaging with consumers. 85% of messages are read within 5 minutes of delivery. So I think I've already had 10 text messages delivered to my phone during this session right now. So I would say speed, read rate, targetability, building an opt-in list where consumers say, hey, I like your brand, I like you, and I want to hear from you via text message. And then of course we see higher click-through rates as high as 38% when incorporating URL links into your messaging to drive consumers to shopping and do some e-commerce on your business and website.
I'm one of the consumers that are using this.
All right.
So one of my favorite brands, Farm Rio, I'm giving them a little shout out. I received a text message from them after recently shopping with them. It was maybe like 6 months ago. And they sent me this text and it was like, hey, the dress that you tried on in the store is now back in stock. And I was like, what? Yes. And I don't really remember opting in though, but I probably did when I was there. Yeah. So I clicked it and I literally bought it, and the whole thing probably happened within like 5 to 7 minutes. Awesome. And I was blown away. Yeah. So that's why I'm so excited for, our customers to learn about this and really, really engage it with their consumers.
Yeah, it sounds like they may have been using an integrated solution. And that's another key advantage when it comes to text marketing is implementing a strategy that is leveraging key data points or consumer patterns or consumer behaviors to trigger those smart messages. So they knew you as a consumer, Megan, you were interested in a particular inventory item that was not available, and they were able to intelligently message you when that dress became available. So that's what SAM does. SAM, he triggers smart messaging.
Very cool. So one of the things I kind of like to talk about too is like with all these statistics, tell us like the different ways that retailers are going to be able to report. Do they report through their POS system, or is there a third-party system, or is it all through Textmunication? How does that happen?
Yeah, good question. So SAM manages everything for them: opt-ins, opt-outs, all of the reporting measurables such as message performance, what type of messages are being triggered, who's receiving them, who's not receiving messages, and why. All these reports are automated and accessible within SAM. They're also generated to them on a weekly or monthly basis, depending on how they establish or enable their settings. In terms of redemption and tracking, that's where it comes in on the POS side or the website by entering promo codes for tracking redemption and ROI.
Awesome. Okay, so like a couple other questions I have too are, let's see. So basically, I know we've talked to about like the different use cases. So we're talking right now about like how popular it is, the usability and the easeability of being able to opt in or out. But
Sure.
explain to us, like, what are the actual use cases that you see?
Yeah, the four most common to me are going to be, or the five that stand out to me the most, are going to be marketing first and foremost, the ability to attract new consumers to our business. Second would be promotional messaging. We've attracted them through marketing. We want to increase sales and give consumers sneak peek at inventory items that are coming in the near future. Let them know when they hit our shelves. So definitely promotional messaging. I'm also a fan, I see loyalty messaging, augmenting a loyalty program with text messaging and triggering alerts based off certain thresholds on where the consumer is at within that loyalty program. The other would be transactional messaging and customer service messaging. It doesn't always have to be marketing and promotional. There's something special behind giving the consumer the exceptional experience. And if we can service our consumers better by giving them transactional messaging or customer messaging, such as receipts, surveys and feedback, thank you messages of that nature, we're building better relationships with our customers, we're engaging them, and therefore we're retaining them too.
Sure. Okay. So this is another question. So if a customer, already has kind of like an account in store,
Yep.
and we launch Textmunication for this retailer, something new,
Yep.
if they already have like a loyalty solution in place,
Sure.
when you talk about customer loyalty and loyalty messaging, what
Yep.
exactly does that mean?
That means tying in and augmenting loyalty would be consideration of implementing an SMS solution such as us or an API to be connected to their loyalty app or their loyalty program that they're using. If they happen to be using the loyalty program that their POS system equips them with, such as Retail Pro, then we're already accessing that data and can accommodate those types of alerts. If it's a third party or an external loyalty program, then with a simple request of an integration, we can connect SAM as an extension to that loyalty program to trigger loyalty alerts.
Awesome. So, what we see right now in the world of retail post-COVID is how consumers are like drastically embracing the new technology in the retail world.
Yes.
Can you tell me, like, what is your experience? If a company were to launch this, within the next couple of weeks, how quickly do they start seeing the new customer retention?
Yeah, so there's two types of customers that we see, right? We have some that had the vision and foresight to start establishing an opt-in database, and if they can sit in place and they've already accumulated a mobile subscriber audience, that's a plug and play solution where they can start messaging and engaging right away. In terms of an establishment that has not started accumulating a mobile opt-in database, they would activate SAM connected to their POS system and benefit from many opt-in tools. Number one, a point of sale opt-in tool. They would be able to start accumulating opt-ins at point of sale, whether it's at the cash register or at the checkout portion of their website, right? And those are going to be two main pieces of establishing an opt-in database. And opt-in messages can drive consumers to make a purchase, just like your experience with the dress that time. So we want to help them establish the database relatively fast, and with the right call to action and strategy, we can drive consumers in right away. If they're conducting a text to join type thing and they're just collecting phone numbers to campaign to them at a future date, then it's a little bit more of a ramp up time. But in terms of getting up and running with a text messaging solution, it's relatively quick and easy with Textmunication. You can register an account with us in a matter of minutes online on our website or with your account rep. In terms of turning on the integration with Retail Pro or a solution that the technology is already integrated with, that can take up to 24 hours because there's a process of enabling integration keys and passwords for data access. And then the third piece for new integrations, it typically takes in the time frame of about 2 to 3 weeks to establish a new integration.
Hey, something just occurred to me. I've been going to a lot of concerts this summer, and on the big screen, where they're focused, because I'm all the way in the back, what they're doing now is they are putting up QR codes in the big billboard screens.
Sure.
So one of the things that I've noticed which has never been done before, is now you can take a picture of that, get the QR code, and then get into that whole text messaging thing. Now, at the same time, that's what triggered it. We work actually with a retail ice cream store,
All right.
and we're setting up QR codes that are on the counter. So has this gotten into the whole retail industry? Like, is everyone onto this, and how does that integrate with your product?
Yeah, and specifically QR codes here. QR codes were first rolled out as a delivery tool. Scan me and get information right away, right? I felt like they came out a little prematurely, but we're starting to kind of get familiar with them now. Our system, Sam, does generate QR codes for opt-in purposes. So if I'm at a store, if I'm online shopping and browsing, I see a QR code that says scan me to play a game, scan me for a promotion, or scan me for inventory information. It will prompt information back to them immediately via text message or multimedia messaging. It's another data capturing opt-in tool within our solution.
Great.
And I actually just came up with another question. I know we've talked about this before, so sorry, but just to clarify in case some of our retailers happen to watch this interview, with the e-commerce side of things.
You mean when everyone watches this interview?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is something they need to know. Which e-commerce platform, like, is there certain e-commerce platforms that you can integrate with, or is it an open book?
Yeah, it's an open book, and I think when you say integration to an e-commerce website, there's two sides of it. One, we want to allow visitors of our customers' website to join and participate. For example, I was on a retailer's website yesterday, and I was able to play a spinning game, a spin and wheel game, which Sam, our system, our technology offers gaming functionality to have fun and engage with consumers in a different way. But when I first logged onto this website, I was able to hit the spin button, play my Wheel of Fortune game, and get a 15% off offer right then and there to make a purchase, which I thought was fun and interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
And speaking of those games, we've talked about, which we will do. We have not announced a webinar date yet, but we are going to host a webinar with Textmunication where you can show me those that we did the first time we did a demo. I love those. Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, some of the gaming features that Sam offers for retailers would be spinning wheel campaigns, mobile scratchers, which are like mobile lottery tickets where consumers can swipe off and see what lies behind, trivia, surveying, polling, contesting. It's a full A to Z solution.
Oh, Rafi, you look like you wanted to say something.
I was going to prompt you, but besides that webinar, Megan, I also wanted to hear about any other events or conferences coming up for MX Data or Textmunication.
I'll let you go first, Nick.
Yeah, we built this solution to help our customers collectively increase their customer engagement, communication, and retention. We're here to develop a text messaging strategy for them rather than give them a text messaging program. We'd love to meet with you. Please ask questions about personalized demos, maybe a comparison to a solution you might be using today. Spearhead all of those with the MX Data team, and we will proactively, work with you to listen to your objectives and help you implement a strategy that's going to be best for your business.
Yeah, and MX Data, so we're really focusing right now, our marketing strategies are just trying to be very consistent with all of our remote marketing tools. So for instance, these webinars, and what we're finding over the last couple of months is our customers are super engaged. They participate. We have really good registration rates, and it's working. So I think we're just going to kind of continue down that path as far as, events / marketing strategies. But we are hoping to also attend the NRF this year in January. Okay, 2023. Great. Have you thought about that at all, Nick?
Yes, absolutely. I think it would be a wonderful opportunity to participate and attend.
Yeah. So, well, I really appreciate you being with us today. This is very exciting. And Rafi, I really appreciate you hosting. Like I said, be on the lookout for our webinar dates. And then of course, if any of our customers are ever interested in doing a one-on-one demo, Nick and his team sets that up right away. And it's really the best way to see it. So.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys.
And if each of you, Nick, how can people get in touch with you? What's your website? Are you open to being in touch over LinkedIn? And same for you, Megan, please.
I can address that. Yeah, thank you, Rafi. I think at this juncture, I think any inquiries, questions for personalized demos, or any questions should go to MXD Data at this time, maybe their rep, or to Megan directly. And we will work together on getting back or providing the necessary information to that customer.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, I mean, if you find me on social media, please follow MX Data on all social media platforms. We would love that. And then, you know, any interest that we have, like I said, we'll send it right over to Textmunication and we'll get you going for any interest and questions, concerns that you have.
Thank you.
Great. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. And we'll see you next time we have another one of these great recordings.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.